Welcome to a new school year. Hopefully everyone had a great summer. I would like to remind each of you about our expectations so that the school year gets off to a good start. All students are expected to report to school in each class on time, in complete and proper uniform, and also be prepared for each class. We also expect that you are respectful to everyone on our campus. Taking personal responsibility for ourselves in word, action, and deed is a very important step to having a positive high school experience. Each of you is expected to take responsibility for your own property by making sure that everything you bring to school has your name clearly marked on it. Remember that each of you is responsible for the contents of your lockers, backpacks, cars, and iPads. Each of us should be very conscientious about how we represent ourselves online and on social media because everything we do is public and permanent. It is important for each of us to work towards having a positive digital footprint which follows us wherever. Dean Ray will continue to see students for disciplinary issues with the last names A through M, and Dean Rollerson will work with students with the last names N through Z. We work together along with our teachers and administrators to ensure that all students follow the code of conduct. Important reminders for all students. You are only allowed to eat lunch in the 200 courtyard, in the cafeteria, in the courtyards between the art room and the Harris Center. Students may not eat lunch in any hallways or classrooms at any time. Each of you is responsible for cleaning up your own trash at the end of your lunch. iPads are to be used for educational purposes only. The consequences for an iPad infraction are outlined on the slide. Cell phones are not to be visible or heard in any classroom from bell to bell. Therefore, cell phones may not be placed in your blouse pockets or shirt pockets. You are also not allowed to use a cell phone while out on a hall pass. Earbuds and/or headphones may not be used during class unless instructed by the teacher for educational purposes only. During FlexMod, earbuds and/or headphones may only be used for educational purposes and may only be connected to the iPad, not to. Uniforms will be checked each class every day throughout the school year. This year, all juniors and seniors are allowed to wear uniforms purchased from our previous provider. All freshmen and sophomores must purchase and wear uniforms provided by RC Uniforms. The uniform code will be strictly enforced from the first day of school until the last exam is taken at the end of the school year. Please make sure that you are in proper uniform before you come in from the parking lots each day. All teachers will be monitoring uniform infractions daily as you enter their classrooms and will be reporting infractions as they submit attendance for each class period. Skirt length requirements are new this year. The new standard states that skirts may not be any shorter than 3 inches above the middle of the kneecap. If it is determined that your skirt is too short, the warning is a detention and you will be given a week to have all of your skirts in compliance. A second or any subsequent short skirt offense for the school year will result in an automatic Saturday school. Skirts will also be rechecked to verify that they are in compliance. Young men are expected to come to school clean-shaven. If you are not, you will be issued a detention and you will have to shave using our razors. You are also expected to come to school with a proper haircut, which may not touch your eyebrows, ears, or your collar and must be properly groomed. Contrasting links will not be allowed. Belts must be black or brown leather only. Cloth belts are not permitted. Belts may not have logos, such as fish or other designs. Shoes may be brown or black, leather only. Vans, canvas, slippers, tennis shoe type bottoms, or colored shoes are not permitted. Please see the handbook or one of the deans if you have a question about the uniform policy. Seniors, one of your goals this year may be to be exempt from your final exams. You must satisfy academic and attendance requirements in order to be eligible for this privilege. You are allowed up to 4 absences per semester. They must be excused, and you may have up to 3 tardies to a class during the semester, which will equal 1 absence. Approved school activities, college or career shadowing visits, funerals, and hospitalizations do not count against your exemption. As previously mentioned, everything we do online is public and permanent, even if we delete something. That means that compromising photos and videos, statements that are viewed as negative, reflect poorly on our character. We ask that each of you helps us and reports bullying. We follow the Jeffrey Johnston law and will investigate any reports of bullying. We will notify the parents of all students involved, possibly the police, and will take disciplinary action if it violates our code of conduct. Report bullying and any other incidents as we keep those incidents and the people involved.
The most efficient way to minimize the chances of small problems from becoming major issues is to take ownership in your school. Take a proactive approach and report all conflicts as soon as they happen. Remember, you are doing your friends, your classmates, and most of all yourself a disservice by standing back and saying nothing when rules are being broken or a conflict is on the verge of escalating. Therefore, put forth your best effort each day to simply do the right thing and make great choices. One way to avoid conflicts altogether is to use your locker and your locker alone to store your possessions. Do not share lockers or give your combination out to anyone else, and secure your things at all times. Please do not assume that even for a moment, leaving a cell phone, iPad, or anything of value to you cannot result in a theft. If you find yourself in a situation where you believe you have lost an item, you should report to Crusader Corner as soon as possible. If you believe an item has been stolen, please report this to Dean Ray or Dean Rollerson immediately. Lastly, in our proactive approach to minimizing conflict and following the rules, we would like you to bear in mind the company you keep says a great deal about who you are. Please help your friends avoid trouble by being bold and having the courage to simply walk away from situations where you know just even having a presence could lead to undesirable consequences. Remember, reputation is simply what others think of you, while character is who you really are. Focus on your character.
Please be aware that we have a responsibility to protect our campus, students, and teachers against current issues that affect every high school today. We have several programs in place to assist us with being proactive. We have an information hotline where teachers may report such things as honor code violations, drugs, conflict, theft, and other concerns. We also have surveillance cameras around campus to assist us with safety. A few deterrents we have in place are the breathalyzers and drug testing. We will conduct drug searches periodically throughout the school year and will investigate any reports we receive.
All honor code violations are level 2 offenses of the Code of Conduct that includes lying, cheating, plagiarism, or theft. These will be subject to disciplinary action by the Office of the Dean. Students are expected to submit his or her own work unless instructed otherwise by a teacher. For the first offense, students who give or receive unauthorized aid on an assignment or test will receive a 0 for the test or assignment. Parents will be notified and a Saturday school assigned. A second offense during the year will result in a 1-day suspension and immediate.
As you read and sign the Bishop Kenny Honor Code and Pledge included in the next 2 slides, please be aware of the consequences for violating the Honor Code. An Honor Code violation includes lying, cheating, plagiarism, and theft. A first offense will result in a Saturday school, and a 0 will be assessed if it is an academic Honor Code violation. If you have a second Honor Code violation during the school year, you will be suspended for 1 day. A third violation will result in an administrative review where your status as a student will be determined. Many colleges and universities are asking if you have ever been disciplined for an academic dishonesty while in high school. This could have a negative impact on your college acceptance. It is important to remember that if a teacher does not give you permission to share answers or work as a group, you are expected to submit your own. Please review the academic honor code and pledge. Once you have done that, you will enter the bit.ly code shown on the screen and complete the form provided. You are stating that you understand and will abide by the academic honor code and pledge. We are here to assist you if you need us. If you have any questions, please see one of the deans. We hope that everyone has a great year.